Alright, we are recording. Hey, what's up, you guys? Back for another review. How's everybody's Sunday going? Mine's just going good. Did a good workout today, and I am loving the season because I'm a fall baby. You know, my birthday's October 23rd, so I'm loving the fall colors happening. The leaves are changing. Yay. So, we're here for another review of Siesta episode 11, season 3. What if it goes completely south? Okay, so Chloe and Madison, they are I'm guessing they're at Blend. It looked like Blend. But, they're shopping, looking for jeans and everything like that. And, they're talking about their trip to Nashville because BG invited everyone in Nashville at the bonfire. They didn't film that, but he said that he got an amazing opportunity to work with this country artist named Shawnee, and he's invited everybody to go to Nashville with him. And Jared, even though Jared was not there at the meeting, they invited Jared because Jared is a part of that friend group of theirs, so he's invited. And Madison, she's single. Nobody's claiming her. So it's like she's going to flirt, not hook up. Just flirt, okay? Just flirt. Jules and Kelsey, they're getting ready for a trip. She's telling Kelsey that she's nervous because what if this trip isn't what it's supposed to be, fun, drinking? What if it just goes left? And she tells Kelsey about her talk with her and Alex, saying that basically they're just pouring their heart out to one another. They have that love-hate relationship. I love you, but then I fucking hate your guts at the same damn time. Okay? So we go to Alex and Alyssa, and Alyssa is upset because she was not invited to the group meeting. Why would you be upset? You are not a part of their friend group. You're not a part of their friend group. You weren't there in season 1. You're not a part of the friend group. So why should you be invited? Okay, you're dating Alex. Okay. So every other person that the group is dating should have been there? No. So I don't understand why she was mad. You're not a part of the friend group. You're just dating someone who's a part of the friend group. That's it. And Alex is like, why are you getting mad at me? It's not like I, came up with the invitation. I was invited by Princess Chloe, and it was a mandatory meeting, okay? So she asked Alex, what happened with you and Juliet? And Alex told her that he did talk to her, and Alyssa was like, just one-on-one. Alex was like, yeah, I pulled her aside, and we talked. Going back to Juliet and Kelsey, Juliet, she's like, I miss the good and what we had in our relationship. And it's like, I only think about that. But then also, we did have the bad. And it's like, I just miss Alex taking care of me. Okay, Juliet. Okay, so we get to Chloe and Madison, and they're talking about Juliet and Alex, and they're talking, saying that they still have feelings for one another. And it's like, 4 years, you just can't wipe that under the rug. It's just so many memories, and it's like, you can't just sweep that under the rug. You just can't do that. So then we get back to Alyssa and Alex tells Alyssa that, the group is going to Nashville. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But Alex is like, yeah, but it's just the group. And so she's mad. She's like, okay, well, first I didn't get invited to the bonfire. Now I'm not invited to Nashville. It's like, oh my gosh. And it's like, Juliet's going to be there. And Alex is like, BG invited everybody at the bonfire. So yes, Juliet's coming. And Alyssa made a smart ass comment, like, so are you and Juliet gonna have sleepover? And Alex was stuttering like a motherfucker. Alex Alex has no poker face whatsoever. You can tell when he is lying when he smirks or when he's stuttering. That's how you know that he is a fucking liar. He has no poker face whatsoever. He's stuttering. He was like, well, I mean, like, if this happens, I mean, like, well, why would you, like, well, I don't know. It's like, dang it, like, no, like, why would you even say, like, why, like, no, it's not gonna, no, he's just, like, he was stuttering like a motherfucker, and this was like, you know what, I'm just over it, I'm over it. She walks out. Madison asks Chloe, do you think that Alex and Juliet will sleep together on a trip? Chloe is like, who fucking knows, like, who knows? So JJ and Amanda, they go on a date, and they talk about their history, them being together for 3 years out of the 6 years, and just talking about how everything's gonna be different. And Amanda's like, I'm single, I'm going to Nashville, I'm gonna have fun, we're not exclusive yet, so I'm gonna have fun. She asked JJ, are you gonna be mad? And he was like, I think he said obviously, but JJ wants to make it work. Alex and Paul. So, we haven't seen Paul since his grandma cut him off last season because he has a problem with alcohol and drugs, mostly marijuana. So when she found out about that season 2, she cut him off. So he's cut off. And we haven't seen him since that. I do not like Paul. I feel like Paul is a lackey of Alex. Okay, that is your cousin, but I mean, do you have your own brain? I feel like they both share the same brain. They're both, rude egos. And it's like, they treat people like trash. And it's like, they're all talk and no bite. They're all bark, no bite. But it's like, I don't like Paul. I didn't like him season 1. Didn't like him season 2. And like the way he would talk to Juliet. Like, why are you talking about Juliet? Why? Okay, you can have your opinion, whatever, but it's like, why are you, like, disrespecting her, dude? Like, oh, you're Alex's cousin. Okay, whatever. Alex is being disrespectful, so I'm going to be disrespectful back. It's like they both share the same brain. Like, get a brain of your own. And they have the same personality. It's like, I don't like Paul. So there's playing pool. Alex said he might be late going to Nashville because he missed a week of school going to Europe. So he'll be a day late. And Paul asked Alex, like, what's going to happen to you and Juliet? Like, are you going to hook up with her? Alex was like, he didn't really give an answer to it. He really didn't give an answer to it. He didn't say, no, I'm not going to hook up with her. Yeah, I'm going to hook up with her. He entertained the idea of maybe something happening in Tennessee. We also go back and forth between Alyssa and Chloe. And Alyssa's mad that she's not going to Nashville. And she tells Chloe to keep an eye on Alex, like, watch out for him and Juliet. And that's her main concern, is him and Juliet. I mean, of course, I get it. It was like, calm the fuck down. Alex tells Paul that he doesn't think that she will be happy with anybody else. And it's like, dude, you treat her like shit. You talk down to her. I'm pretty sure she'll probably find someone like 10 times better than you. Someone who won't disrespect her. Someone who won't call her out her name. Someone who won't call her a bitch, a spoiled brat. Someone that doesn't, degrade her. It's like, I'm pretty sure she'll find someone 10 times better than you. Pretty sure she will. So, BG is in Tennessee. And, well, I guess he was in Tennessee. I'm guessing. He's heading to the studio, and he's working with the country artist, Shawnee, and her manager happened to be Tosh from SW fucking V, Sisters with Vocals. What y'all know about SWV? What do y'all know about SWV? Oh my gosh, hits. They have hits, okay? Thinking about ya, I can't stop thinking about you. You're always on my mind. Yes, that is my song. What's the other song? You're the one for me. Yeah, that's the song. That's one of their songs. And then they remade, well, they didn't remake it, but Michael Jackson's Human Nature. They worked with him on that. Weak. You can't explain why your love, it makes me weak. Yes, song. And then a song they did with Wu-Tang. Hits. Like SWV, they got hits, bro. They got hits. So Tosh from SWV is Shawnee's manager. And so Alex, BG records his part of the song. And it sounded cute. It sounded cute, cute. Sounded cute. And, they're like, oh, dude, this is going to be a hit. Oh, you did so good. did good. And Tosh tells them that she spoke to someone in Nashville, a friend of hers, and they have an opportunity to perform the song at Acme. And it's a club there in Nashville. So he's excited for that. So what happens here? So the crew, they arrive in Nashville, get to their hotel and everything like that, seeing if they're going to hook up with anybody. Alex isn't going to be here. He's going to come the next day. BG tells Jared and Garrett about what happened at the studio. He's going to get a chance to perform. So later on that day, they're on a party. They're like on a, what is that called? Because they have it here in Michigan, in Detroit. What is that? Like a trolley? Not a trolley, but the sit and drink, you're pedaling the cart and like you're drinking as well. So they were on that, but it was like bigger, or it's probably like a party bus, but they were just drinking, having fun. And Amanda made a comment like, where's Alex? He's missing out on this. And she's just talking about Alex. And Juliet was like, when did Amanda crawl out of Alex's ass? So they go to the club. They're having fun, drinking. This girl's twerking on Garrett. Garrett don't know how to handle that. The girl was doing her best twerking. It wasn't all that. Paul tells Juliet, oh, I'm so happy. Like, you just seem so much more happier than you were like last summer and everything like that. Juliet was like, yeah, I feel like Alex was just like dragging me down, and I'm just so much more happier now, and it's just, I'm so much in such a great mood. Paul was like, well, speaking of Alex, he told me that he's not gonna come here just for like the friends. No, he's gonna come here just for the sole purpose of getting back with you. Juliet was like, wait, what? Like, what? Like, why would he do that? He's dating Alyssa. No, like, I'm not that type of girl anymore. No. So she walks away. And she tells Chloe and Hannah what Paul said. And she also said that she's tired of being mind fucked. Girl, completely understandable. Guys love to fuck around and say shit and do shit. So, completely understand. Okay, so Garrett and Kelsey, they're at the bar. Clearly, they're a little, slushed. They're a little slushed. But they're talking about going on a date, going axe throwing, because that's what they plan on doing the next day. And Garrett was like, okay, what happens if I win? And she said that she's going to take him to like a moonshine tasting, and she said if she wins, he's going to take her like horseback riding. I think that's what he said. And they kissed on it, and Pinky promised, and they kissed. And you see Jared and Amanda looking, and Jared's pissed. Understandable. Understand. Okay, so then Hannah and Jules, they're talking about Alex and asking her if she still cares about Alex, and she does. I mean, they still care about each other. They still love each other. Okay. Let's see here. So, Garrett, Kelsey, Jared, and Chloe, they're at an axe throwing. And come to find out, Kelsey and Garrett hooked up with each other last night. And Jared is making like his sly comments about that. And then we see Paulie, BG, Amanda, Madison, Juliet. They're going horseback riding. Alex shows up. And Chloe, of course, her big mouth has to tell everybody's business. She tells Alex that Kelsey and Garrett hooked up, and he makes a comment about that. And Jared was like, yeah, it probably lasted like 30 seconds. That must suck if you can only go for 30 seconds. That must suck. So then Chloe tells Alex what Paul said, that he told Juliet that your sole intentions for coming here was to hook up with her. And Alex is pissed. He's, of course, and Chloe asked Alex, is that true? He didn't say yes or he didn't say no. Like, he literally tries to maneuver a fucking conversation. And let me tell you something. That is the most annoying ass thing somebody could ever do. I hate when and this speak for experience, I hate when you try to ask guys like serious questions and they try to maneuver the fucking conversation or they don't answer the fucking question. Do you not know what a question is? A question, starts with who, what, when, where, why, how, or is. Like, a person asks you a question, give an answer. And I hate when I ask questions and people try to move off of that topic, try to talk about something else, or they don't give a fucking answer. I fucking hate that shit. And Alex fucking does that. When someone asks him a fucking question, he does not answer the fucking question. I would have been like pissed the fuck off. I would be like, answer the freaking question. Just answer the freaking question. Yes or no. Are you just here because you want to hook up with Juliet? Oh, so fucking annoying. I hate when people fucking do that. Especially guys. So annoying. Like, answer the freaking question. So then Juliet is telling Madison and Amanda what happened with Paulie, what he said, and how Chloe's not here because, Alex landed. So Chloe's with Alex and telling him what happened. And, yeah. Go back to Alex. Alex says he didn't say that. He didn't exactly say that, but he was open to the idea. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So the crew... Wait. Okay. So they're at the place where, BG is performing. And Chloe told... Wait, no. What did I'll be like writing this stuff. I be typing this stuff out like when I wake up and it's like my brain takes forever to like wait. So I'm like, wait, no, I literally just said that. I told him. Yeah. Okay, I got it now. Okay, so the crew arrives at Acme where BG is performing. Chloe tells Juliet that she told Alex what happened and Alex is pissed at Paulie. Okay, there we go. See, y'all, I have my moments where it just doesn't click at the moment. Yeah, so Alex arrives and Amanda she's kind of slushed right now. And she's, like, touching all up on Alex and feeling up on Alex. And it's like, she's talking and flirting, a little drunk flirt, whatever. And Alex is like, I'm going to tell JJ what you're doing. And Amanda's like, no, what? Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, she's messing with Alex. And literally, Julia is, like, right next to Alex. And Amanda is doing all this, like, funny shit. And it's like, Alex was like, oh, I'm gonna tell JJ that you're, like, fucked up. And Amanda was like, fuck me up, Alex. I was like, what? I was like, no, Amanda, no, Amanda, no. And like I said, Juliet is literally right next to Alex. And it's like, come on, dude. And Amanda's drunk. She's like, you deserve so much better. You and Juliet are not soulmates. Like, you are so much more happy when you're not with her. You guys are, like, so, like, toxic. And it's like, you look so much more happier, Alex. She is not your soulmate. Juliet is like, I can hear you. Like, I am literally right here. I can hear you. Amanda's like, it's not about you, Juliet. She's like, yes, it is. I'm clearly like, okay, I'm in the wrong seat. I need to go. I'm about to go. I'm gonna go. Amanda was like, okay, then Juliet, walk away. Amanda was slush, dude. So then Paul shows up. And Alex has that look in his eye. Oh, cuts to the camera. Camera gets to him, and he's all, like, mad, and like, I'm gonna, like, Raging Hulk. And Paul was like, I mean, he's probably mad because Chloe probably told him what I said, and he asked Juliet, what did Chloe say to Alex? Juliet was like, I just told her what you told me, and I mean, whatever he does. And so, I think Alex, like, tried to sucker punch him. Like, literally, he tried to sucker punch him. It was like, Paulie's back was, like, away from Alex, and all you just seen was Alex trying to, like, smush him or, like, sucker punch him. I'm like, man, that's a bitch move. Like, don't sucker punch someone when they're not looking, dude. Like, you had your opportunity right there to, like, when you saw him, you looked at him, he looked at you, you could have sucker punched him. But don't do that shit, like, when his back is towards you. Like, that's some weak-ass shit. And so then, security is, like, coming. He's pushing Paulie and everything like that. And Alex tells Jarrett, he was like, man, I could have bulldozed through these securities to get to Paulie, you know? Like, fuck that, man. It's like, could have beat his fucking ass. Sure, Alex. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, we see BG perform. Okay. So, Paul tells Alex what he said. And he was, like, making it seem like drunk banter. Like, it's not serious. It's all, like, just for shits and fucking giggles. You know, him being fucking drunk and shit. And then Alex was like, dude, like, I accept your apology, but just don't ever fucking do it again, man. Like, you have a fucking big mouth already. Like, just stop. Like, I accept your apology. Like, dude, cut that shit out, for real. And, you get Jarrett. Jarrett walks up to them, and Jarrett is, talking about Kelsey and Garrett, saying that it was, like, so boring. Like, his room was above theirs, and, like, he heard it, and he was like, it sounded like the most depressing wood on wood. He was like, it sounded like the most depressing wood on wood. Oh my god. Oh, dude. That is amazing. He literally said it sounded like the most depressing wood-on-wood action. Oh my gosh, that must have been horrible. And funny. When they were going horseback riding, Juliet told the girls that, she told Kelsey that, well, Kelsey told Juliet that her and Garrett hooked up. And Kelsey was like, well, he's better than he used to be. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. And then Madison was like, well, Kara must have taught him a few things. I'm like, oh, BG. I'm like, no, BG, Garrett. Oh, the most depressing wood on wood action. Jarrett, I fucking love you, dude. Fucking hilarious. So then he just goes on saying, like, oh, Kelsey only, like, talks to guys with, like, or older girls, like, oh, guys that have, like, blue verified checks and stuff like that. You know, just talking shit. And Juliet, tells Kelsey that Garrett's talking shit. And Kelsey calls Jared over. And Kelsey was like, so, like, were you talking shit about me? Jared was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I was. Oh, Jared. I love it. Keep it going, Jared. Keep it going. I love Jared. I love Jared. Are you talking shit about me? Yeah, I was. So fucking honest. I love it. So they get in an argument about why, and it's like, he's upset that Kelsey and Garrett hooked up, and it's like, then it was Jake, and everything like that. Well, Kelsey was like, well, God forbid I hook up with my ex who I was with for a year. And Jarrett was like, you know what it's really about? It was like, ever since those Rebella guys, you know, came into the picture, it's like, you complete me through the fucking way. Like, I was like, old fucking newspaper, Kelsey. And it was like, at the end, he was like, just know that you lost out on a really good fucking friend, as someone who was there for you and who've always been there for you. And he walks the fucking way. And Kelsey was like, see, I didn't want this to happen. Like, I just lost a friend over this. And it sucks. Of course it sucks. At the end of the episode, Amanda sits down with Juliet and Chloe. And they basically say that Amanda is up Alex's ass, and they talk about how aggressive she is, which she is aggressive. Amanda says, well, you guys are the fakest bitches that I ever fucking met, and that Chloe is talks so much shit behind your back, Juliet, when you're not around. Ooh, sorry. And then Chloe is like, have we, like, have great conversations? Like, I am nowhere near, like, Team Alex or anything. Like, I keep that stuff separate. And Juliet was like, I don't know, like, the full story or whatever, but it's like, you're just so much on Team Alex, and it's whatever. And Juliet feels that Amanda doesn't have her back, and that she does not consider her a true friend. And that's how the episode ended. So, next review is going to be the episode, well, the mid-season finale episode. And I'll talk about the whole drama. If you guys, you know, have social media, or you found out, or whatever, Alex situation on the show. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. And no, I'll talk about that when, what was this? This was episode 11, right? Hold on. Let me get the paper. This is episode 11. Episode 12 is the mid-season finale. So episode 13, when we get to episode 13, I'll give you guys a reminder of what happened on the second half of season 3 and the issues with that. And then we're going to get into that review of the show. But yeah. So episode 12 is the mid-season finale. And I brought up this idea. I was thinking about this. I don't know if you guys are getting tired of seeing the Siesta Key. Oh, another review for Siesta Key. Another review for Siesta Key. Another review for Siesta Key. I remember saying this in my first review of Siesta Key way, like, weeks and weeks ago. I don't know how long it's been since the first review I did for season 3 of Siesta Key. But I said that I was thinking about doing more, like, shows since, like, quarantine. It'll be good to, like, give my opinions on, like, shows and things like that. One show that I love and I cannot wait until season happens is Animal Kingdom. It comes on TNT on Tuesdays. But, you know, since COVID-19, some productions are starting back up in Hollywood or whatever. Some productions are starting back up, but we haven't got word on Animal Kingdom and when they're going to start back up. But I think it was, season 4. I think they stopped on season 4 because season 5 what happened. But yeah, I reviewed Animal Kingdom, and the amount of views and comments that I've got from reviewing Animal Kingdom, because I started in like the later half of the season, but after that, just the amount of like views and amazing feedback that I got from reviewing it, I might go back and review season 1, since they haven't been filming yet. I'm gonna go back to season 1, and I'm gonna review season 1 up to the first part of the the latest season. So I'm gonna do that. I need to find out if the episodes are still on TNT or on Xfinity. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably do another review and add show into the mix, Animal Kingdom. But yeah, you're gonna get to see us a key review tomorrow, and I will see you guys then. Sorry for like the little rant I had to do. I had to give my 2 cents in how I feel. Okay. But I will see you guys later. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Love you.